Um, we got to get our heads out of our asses, please. This is nuts. Yeah, we have some Labubu psychosis going on. See, when I see this, I think I would really love to check in with these people in 2 years and see if they still have Labubus on their bags, because I think for most people, they will not. People are willing to do anything to get them, including stealing, committing full-on crimes for a $21 bag charm.
This is how it's gonna work. People are fighting.
If you've seen hundreds of people lined up outside of your local mall recently, it's probably not because Spencer's Gifts is having an everything half off sale, unfortunately. No, it's probably much more likely that people are waiting to buy Labubus. They are the new craze that is causing mass hysteria. It seems like everyone and their grandmother wants to get their hands on them, but what are they? So today we are going to do a deep dive into the latest craze that is Labubus. We're going to be getting to the bottom of why they're so popular, what it means to be LaFu food, and at the end I'm going to put on my tinfoil hat and share with you some of my own personal conspiracy theories about why some people may be incentivized to keep the Labubu obsession going. So first things first, let's address the question, what are Labubus?
Hi, I'm going to explain Labubus to you like you're an elder millennial. Designed by Hong Kong illustrator Ka-Sing Leung, or Ka-Sing Leung, Labubu was born. Labubu took inspiration from Nordic folklore. You may recognize her spirit, her energy within the Where the Wild Things Are book series.
I think these things are an acquired taste. You either love them and think they're super cute, or you find them absolutely creepy.
So Labubu became so popular in Chinese children's books that they then decided to take Ka-Sing's work and create this little keychain known as the Monster series from PopMart. PopMart is a store full of little knickknacks and collectibles, and often what we call blind boxes. Is a blind box. A blind box is literally a little box with something like this, a plushy keychain or collectible item inside, and you have no idea which version of said collectible you are going to get. So yes, it is gambling.
A lot of companies have been moving towards blind boxes in the last several years because they give people a thrill that adds to the experience.
I recognize that in 20 years, Labubu may be the next Beanie Baby. Okay, they may just be the next Beanie Baby. However, the only counterpoint to that I have to offer you is that because these are based on art and they are considered art toys, I think they might hold their value.
I think it's the famous last words of every collector has been, this is definitely going to hold its value, okay? Like, I remember my grandma thinking that her Beanie Babies were going to be her retirement. It rarely ends up that way, unfortunately. But here's another video of kind of what they look like and what people are trying to get in the blind boxes.
By Pop Mart and feature characters from the Monster series created by the talented Ka-Sing Leung. Right now, there are 2 blind box series for these pendants, or as I like to call them, bag charms.
By the way, there's a new blind box that just was released, and it's called Big Into Energy, and it's like the new one that everyone's trying to get their hands on, and it's causing mass chaos.
First up, we have the exciting Macron series, aka version 1, which dropped on October 27th, 2023. This series includes 7 different colorful Labubu characters. We have
I guess they're
Soy
kind of
Milk,
cute.
Lychee Berry, Sea Salt Coconut, Toffee, Green Grape, Sesame Bean, and the elusive Chestnut Cocoa. Because these are blind boxes, you have a 1 in 6 chance of pulling all the other colors except for the Chestnut Cocoa.
Does anybody else feel like the secret is like the least interesting one? See, this is what I'm saying. Like, I look at this, right, and I go, okay, the chestnut cocoa, so boring. But because it's a secret item and more rare item, people want it. But it's like, probably if you were to pick out of all of those, which one would people actually want? It would not be that one. So I think that's the way that those blind boxes mess with you.
This is what they call the secret, and you have 1 in 72 chances to pull it. But anyway, this series retails for $21.99, and I definitely think it's worth it, and probably my favorite out of the 2. Next, we have the Have a Seat series, or version 2, which launched on July 12th, 2024. And this set also features 7 colorful Labubu characters. We have Cece, Dada, QQ, ZZ, Baba, Hee Hee, and of course the rare or the secret Duo.
Look at the secret. I mean, what? The secret is the worst one. You know I'm gonna go there already, so let's just get it out of the way. It feeds into the overconsumption culture around a lot of these things. You know, people want those just because it's rare.
And just like the first series, there is a 1 in 6 chance to pull all the others except for the Duo, which is the 1 in 72 chances. And these are also $21.99. In addition to the blind boxes, there are also special and limited edition releases.
So how did they become so popular though, I think is the question that we're all asking. It feels like it came out of nowhere. For me, I never really heard about these until this year. Despite them hitting the stores, I think around 2023 is when that first bag charm collection dropped. There's many items that are in the Labubu range, right? They have like toys and collectibles and like figurines and things, but mostly people are right now are going for the bag charms that they can hang off of their purses and stuff like that. But they really became popular when, like most things, celebrities started to collect them and wear them on their bags. So one of the biggest celebrities that was seen with Labubus is Lisa from Blackpink. She's a K-pop star and very beloved. She announced that she like collects them and she has like a bunch of them. She loves them. So then obviously people started to collect them because of her. Rihanna was also seen with a pink one hanging off her bag, and then people were going crazy over that one. They were like, I gotta get the pink one. And you know, because they're blind boxes, they're having to buy multiple to actually try to pull the pink one out of the blind box. So super popular. Then you have like Dua Lipa as well. She has some hanging off her bag. Also, you've got a ton of big TikTokers and like content creators that were doing unboxings and stuff. So it just added to the craze and the appeal of these types of items.
30 Labubus together.
This is the new series, the Big Into Energy.
Unboxing 5 Labubus and giving away all the ones I think are fugly.
So yes, they became so popular that it's reached a point, honestly, I have not seen anything like this. People kind of relate it to like Stanley tumblers too. Like honestly, I think this is way bigger. Here's some examples of the crowds outside of the Pop Marts. Look at all these people. This is crazy. Pop Mart Madness in Westfield Century City. 5:45 a.m.
No.
Look at all of this. I don't even ever remember this many people like in one area at once. The Labubu drop at Pop Mart in Dallas. It's insane. People going crazy over Labubus. Watch this one with the cars. I mean, it's like dangerous.
They just
Speeding. I mean, what? It's an accident waiting to happen, okay? This one says they ended up getting it canceled till later. A lot of people were acting like children.
They said, what line?
Yeah, like
No
people
one's
can't form
waiting.
a
The line's
line. There's no
downstairs.
order.
Everybody's waiting to rush up those stairs right there. Here.
guys, it's a single file line up here. Against the wall. Against the wall. It's a single file line.
I mean, look at all these people. And they're all trying to get them. And the thing is, too, because there's, 6 in the line and they're blind boxes and people are trying to pull specific ones, you have to buy like a whole set of them. And, even then you might get duplicates, so then you'll need to buy more. So each person, like think about each person that's in line, that person probably wants 6 boxes. Because you can't just directly buy the color that you want. The money that they must be making, it's crazy.
It's a single file line. If you're late, you're late.
Dear God.
Fine. They canceled the event. They're here. They put it on Instagram already, but no one is budging. No one wants to go home.
Adults, by the way. This is all adults standing out here. And they had to cancel it because people were acting insane. And they announced it on Instagram. They're like, guys, go home. We're not doing this anymore. And people are still waiting there. They refuse to leave.
They posted again.
I mean, to be fair, I probably wouldn't want to leave either. If I
No
woke
one's
up
trying
5
to
in
take
the
off
morning.
anywhere. They're like, that we're gonna bombard this place or something.
Okay, so let's say you decide you want to start collecting Labubu. Where do you buy them? So as you saw, you have people lining up. to buy them in the retail stores, so you can actually wait in line and try to brave the crowds to get them at Pop Mart. So you can see here, I just can't believe how many people. So they have an actual line outside. It wraps around the entire mall. I mean, at least they're bringing back malls, kind of. I mean, that makes me kind of happy, honestly. Waiting in line for hours. I don't think I've ever even seen a Pop Mart personally. Yeah, so they have like a lot of different collectibles and things you could buy, but mostly right now people are going for Labubus. So after like 3 or 4 hours, this person finally got to checkout and was able to purchase. And then one of the other ways you can get them is you can get them through these Pop Mart vending machines. These are a whole disaster, let me tell you. They have no limits on these. Okay, so obviously you put no limits on something, people are going to ruin it. So you kind of have to catch a restock at the right time. People will plant their chairs and like camp out in front of these machines, or they'll wait for people to restock them and then like run over. Oh, a lot of the drama happens in front of these vending machines, let me tell you.
Friends catch a Pop Mart vending machine restock at midnight in Hollywood. Now this is at the Ovation Hollywood. We were actually at Dave & Buster's celebrating a friend, and as we were leaving, we saw this guy restocking the vending machine. We were trying to be respectful and not like crowd the guy, but even security told us like we couldn't be anywhere near him. So we waited upstairs. There was some stuff that went down. There was a verbal altercation. Everything was fine. It was just a lot.
These are the times we live in where the Labubu vending machine restocker needs armed guards in order to restock, because people cannot be trusted to not like steal and harass. Look, I'm going to make my position very clear here on how I feel about this. I love collecting as a hobby. I personally collect many things, but you know, it gets to a point. Okay, it gets to a point.
But because all that happened, we lost our place in line. But it's okay, we were all still able to get some.
Pop Mart has a brand new system to how they're dropping their Labubus.
And one of the other ways that you can get them is you can join a Pop Mart TikTok live stream. And basically, this is where people will wait, and they'll be in the live stream all day waiting for them to kind of randomly sort of drop a restock of Labubus, and then they like quickly go through their cart and purchase them, as the presenter will say, hey guys, doing a drop, so get ready. You know, it's crazy town. Okay, but you have to wait in here for like hours is what I'm hearing. Okay, the streets are saying you have to be in these Pop Mart lives for a long time, and you got to be quick with them because they sell out really quickly.
So let me put you on real quick to what I've been peeping, so you can stop playing the guessing game on when and where to get your hands on your favorite Labuski. Now, first of all, we all know that there are two main ways that you can get your hands on a Labubu, and that's going to be Pop Mart's official TikTok lives or their official app or website. But for this video, we're going to focus on the TikTok live.
The app or website method is also pretty difficult to get them as well. Like, they do limited restocks, and then you're fighting against the bots as well. A lot of collectors recommend doing these TikTok lives because you're not fighting against bots as much because they can't really use them. So if you're an everyday ordinary person, you're probably gonna have better chances in the lives, because online is a whole mess with people using bots. People ruin everything. They ruin everything. It's crazy.
There are 4 Pop Mart official TikTok lives that stream every day from 7 p.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
7 p.m. to 3 a.m. Oh dear.
So it's looking like Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, they're mostly dropping Have a Seat Labubus and some exciting macarons. Then there's Wednesday and Thursday, aka New Arrival Day and New Release Day. And of course, this is where you're going to see the new products of the week, but this is also where they're going to drop the more popular products at. And then there's the weekend, aka Saturday and Sunday, and this is where you're going to see a lot of what I like to call your miscellaneous Labubus, which is going to be the Cola-Colas, the Wing of Fortunes, the Fallen Wilds. Of course, it's going to be
Those
alongside your core Labubus, the Have a Seats, and the exciting macarons, but these are going to be more so of your one-stop shop Labubus.
Guys, there's a lot going on here. Okay, there's levels to this.
Don't get me wrong, some of the hosts will try to do some surprise drops like Big Into Energy or Wild Crybabies, but they normally do them at random times like 11 p.m. or maybe 1 in the morning. But for the most part, they've been sticking to the script, and this is what I've been peeping from Pop Mart.
So yeah, those are some of the ways that you can try to get your hands on some Labubus. You can also try to get them at some other select stores, but most people that I've seen, collectors, do not recommend going that route. Most people say just go through Pop Mart, the official retailer. But like I said, Blind boxes are a major component to the popularity behind the Labubus. A lot of people love the thrill of opening up these blind boxes, not knowing what they're going to get, trying to get the secret ones. It's part of the whole process, okay? It's like you never know what you're going to open.
We just came to London for the weekend. Guess what we were able to get? We were able to get the Labubus. I have been obsessed with these, and I didn't even know they were a trend, and I was obsessed with them.
This video was posted like 2 months ago. Labubus have been a thing. You didn't know they were a thing. Okay. Hard to believe. Sorry. Hard to believe.
This is the exciting macaroon box. They're little monsters. What I love about this is you just don't know what you're gonna get inside. Oh, I got Tommy.
I'm genuinely having a panic attack from watching these Labubu videos, trying to figure out if the whole world is pranking me. You guys aren't serious, right? And then somebody else said, I don't understand the hype. So yeah, some people still not understanding it. You know, obviously it's not for everybody, right? But for the people that it is for, it's really for them. And they eat this kind of content up. And the blind box videos get a lot of views because people love to see the reactions and they're waiting to see if you pull a rare secret Labubu. That's another big thing. So videos reacting to pulling secrets is huge.
Wait.
Yeah, okay.
No
way.
Yeah, that's a secret.
Oh my God,
Somebody commented, I'm worried about the times I live in. And then somebody else commented, it's a toy for kids. To play devil's advocate, I actually don't really think that they're for kids. I see it more as like, you know, an artistic fashion piece type of thing. Even if I don't necessarily understand it, I kind of look at it and I'm like, well, what do I care? Honestly, I just don't care anymore.
Listen to the sound difference between a secret Labubu and not a secret Labubu.
Yeah, we have some Labubu psychosis going on. There's no difference between the shakes of the boxes, okay? You do have to draw the line here as we're losing it. Because somebody goes, I hear a difference. Am I crazy? And she comments, there is a difference. Somebody commented, onto something? No. On something? Yes. Yeah, like, okay, like, let's get real, guys, all right? Look, I support people's rights to collect Labubus, but I will not support that craziness. Okay, I will not. I will not. Remember how I said that a lot of popular collectors say to only buy through Pop Mart and they don't really recommend buying them through other retailers? Well, here's why. Because unfortunately, Lafufus exist. Fake Labubus. And it's a real epidemic at this point, okay? Because there are lots and lots of Lafufus out there. So here's how you spot the difference.
To show you how to spot a Labubu versus a Lafufu. Packaging. The PopMart logo on the top of the box has a certain color red, and on the back of the box, your QR code should be shiny. There's a pull tab on the box. When you pull it, it should evenly pull all the way off like that. But besides just the packaging, I want you to comment which one you think is a...
You know, if you already think these things are creepy, you haven't seen anything until you've seen a Lafufu. Okay? The Lafufu's on the left.
Lafufu and which one you think is a Labubu.
They look 10 times more mischievous. I don't know how they did that. They look like deviants.
Let's start off with a real Labubu. There's a black PopMart logo on the bottom of its foot, and on the Lafufu, there isn't. On the Lafufu, the tag is actually nicer than the real Labubu. Look at the ears on the real Labubu versus the ears on the Lafufu. I mean, look at the difference.
I mean, look at how scary that thing looks. Peeping in the background.
The eyes on the Lafufu is a dead giveaway, and the nose color. Because look, on the real Labubu, the eyes are a little smaller, don't have black on the inside, and the nose is brown instead of red. The Lafufu's mouth also has like a brownish red tint, where the real Labubu is just a black solid line. The blush on their cheeks are totally different. The way the Lafufu's arms and legs sit is totally different than a Labubu. I mean, look at the difference. Its stance is way better. Look at the Lafufu. I mean, the fur looks mangy. The last difference difference on how to spot a Lafufu versus a Labubu. Look at the overall shape of the Lafufu's face. You see the stitching on its forehead. Homie has like a 6 head. Or if you look at the Labubu, there's no stitching marks. And overall, it's just way more symmetrical than the Lafufu.
Guys, do not get Lafufu'd. Be very vigilant out there if you become a Labubu collector. Not only is it near impossible to get your hands on a Labubu these days, but now you have to be very careful that there are fakes.
Just take a look at the difference.
Okay, what is that?
You can clearly tell which one is real and which one isn't. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people still like Lafufus. If you're going to spend money on a Labubu, I just showed you exactly how you can spot the differences.
Okay, guys, I got my Labubu. Y'all can look first. Oh my god, these are not real. I can already tell they're fake. They're not real. I mean, it was $25. Like, this one's ugly. This one's not cute at all because it's fake.
Let's go.
Is it a real one or a fake one?
It's a
POV, your fiance gets you a gas station Lafufu. Yeah, so look, guys, perils await if you buy from anywhere other than like PopMart, PopMart Lives. It's a gamble on top of a gamble because it's a blind box.
Lafufu, but I'm excited to see.
It is a Lafufu?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see.
Roar Mart. It makes me sad for people that are like, I finally got my hands on a Labubu. I can't wait to give it to somebody else. And then it's like, turns out to be this.
Oh, it's not even a rip apart. There's like a zip lock part. Okay.
That is not a Labubu.
Oh my god.
It looks like it's wearing a Labubu's skin, like as a jacket. That is the creepiest thing I've ever seen.
And that's supposed to be the have-a-seat.
That's the habit. It doesn't even. Oh wait, it bends. Its feet. For comparison, here is a real have a seat Labubu. So
That's actually hilarious.
apparently you can undress this Lafufu. And it has a butt crack.
I mean, what's going on?
We got a Labubu with a butt crack.
Last night, I stayed on the Pop Mart website for 3 hours trying to get a Labubu. As you can see, I said trying because I did not succeed. And I did not get one. I have purchased 2 Lafufus. This is the second one. Child, I bought this one at the beach.
At the beach?
The first one I bought in the mall, in Cross Creek Mall, baby, that one was even worse than this one. I will get a Labubu. But until then, me and my Lafufu will be over here chilling.
You know, the worst part of this is actually that these Lafufus are often being sold for the same price as a real Labubu. Some of them are really hard to tell apart, like the outside of the box. You really have to authenticate. And if it's too good to be true, it probably is. Like, you know, if they're selling one at a beach hut, like, it's probably not a real one. But how crazy. I mean, this is the world we live in. That people are making fake ones, ripping people off. Like, I can't stand it. I cannot stand it. It ruins the hobby. It ruins the fun. Ugh. Sucks. Speaking of ruining the fun for everyone, you already know the resellers have taken over Labubus, and it is bad. It's one of the worst cases we've ever seen because remember that thing I said about Pop Mart vending machines being especially problematic and there being no limits? Yeah, so resellers like to camp out in front of them and they end up buying the entire stock, leaving everyone behind them with nothing. They are just ruining everything for everybody. So let's take a look at some of these.
There's like literally a line of people and
It's
this
sad.
dude just bought like 15.
This guy is like, actually, I found his account the other day. Yeah, Labubu plug. He actually is like no shame either about being a Labubu reseller. And he's reselling it for like a ton more. And posts videos of him doing this. It's crazy. Okay, I think this is actually his video. These people have no shame. I mean, he has, what, 7 bags? And they're all full of Labubus, leaving nothing for anybody else. It's disgusting. So people were commenting, Pop Mart needs to start limiting how many boxes people can buy. This is ridiculous. The kind of greed the Bible warned us about. Yeah, grown man, by the way. Yeah, it's gross. This is a disaster.
So the resellers are buying all of the Labubus. Yeah.
Vending machine. And they're
amazing.
Look at this. They're walking away, head held high. Like they're proud of it. It's so weird. I personally couldn't do this. I just never would be this person. I wouldn't. Sorry. We need public shame.
just really sucks that these people are really gonna buy up all of them. Meanwhile, there's people standing in line, waiting patiently just to get one or two. But no, these people have to buy all of them up. They can't go online. They can't go on the TikTok lives. They can't wait for Pop Mart drops online. They can't be good Samaritans about it. Okay.
Yeah, okay, well.
Says the people.
I've been here 2 hours. I've been here an hour.
And there's people who come here daily trying to get.
I've been trying to.
You can tell from these videos, this is just my take. The extreme defensiveness of the resellers they're clearly resellers, okay? They know they're in the wrong, but the second they leave the mall, it's like they have no repercussions.
Okay.
My sister's kids.
Okay.
For kids.
Okay.
I don't think they're buying them for kids. Okay, personally. And once again, just buy one or two. Why are there no limits on the vending machines?
Okay, and you don't have to buy all of them up.
Okay, yeah.
They restocked, but the first person is a reseller who is buying most of them. Here's some examples, by the way. So we've got for $571, you can buy the new Big Into Energy collection. You can buy a 6-pack of blind boxes for almost $600. What's wrong with people? It's gross. How do we fight back, guys? I don't know. Like, I feel bad for people. I don't even collect these things. I'm like, we got to stop this. Look at this. 1,111 sold in the last 3 days. Buy now for $195 on StockX. You could buy a 6 blind box case for almost $200. And then look at this. These are the real sales. Okay, so on StockX, they have the data of like what things are actually selling for. This is all in one day. And people are actually buying them between $195 and $300. Okay, and up for 6. I mean, this is just within 2 hours. Less than 2 hours, they had all these sales. So people are actually buying resale of these. Okay, then here's this one. Buy now for $287. Okay, $744 in the last 3 days. And then here's the price chart again. $300, $640 somebody spent. Why? This is their job, is to resell Labubus. That pisses me off. These professional resellers have to be stopped, okay? These are the same people that just a couple months ago were sitting outside of a TJ Maxx in the morning and they were buying up all of the Hello Kitty stuff. And then there's the same people that were camping out for Ray Dunn and Supreme stuff and like all this other stuff. They're buying up all like the Nike Dunks. Like they do this for a living. And that is so gross because they're taking advantage of other people. I don't think they realize how many people they're actually ruining it for. Ruining like a genuinely fun experience. Like people collect these things as a hobby, okay? They want to express themselves. They want to express their creativity. They want to have a cute accessory that's like somewhat affordable, right? They want to find a community of people that like the same kind of things. And it's ruined. It's ruined because of these people. So these resellers have also started a lot of fights. And it's all because of this whole scarcity marketing. Like they're so hard to get and they're so exclusive. The scarcity marketing is making people actually fight.
Field Topanga Mall.
So mad. For what?
Grown man fighting for a toy.
He said he's been here since
He's a grown man fighting for a toy. He said he's been here since 5 a.m. Bro, where?
5 a.m. Bro, where? He cut and started adding all to his cart.
Like what?
Why he first though?
Because he cut in line.
Oh, she's fighting back.
That's their style.
He told everyone he wanted only one.
My boy said he'd been here though.
This is crazy.
How can I say the same thing?
That killed it for more than 20 people in line.
So they actually had to shut down the vending machine because people can't act right. They cannot act right. And they probably just need to get rid of these vending machines, like literally altogether. They're such a disaster and they are always at the scene of the crime no matter what.
Welcome to part 2, where I tell you how I made it to be number 17 in this Labubu Hunger Games Roseville edition. So as I mentioned in the last video, lines were formed, broken up, formed again, and broken up. It was an absolute chaos until we finally made it to the official line. This was the time of peace where we got to breathe, snack, and even make some new friends. As for me, I even got to hand out some mini Labubus I unboxed earlier that day to my new Labubu friends. Eventually, it was time to move closer to the entrance, and we moved peacefully. No chaos, no pushing.
I see this and I go, is it really worth it? I would rather just be inside on a Pop Mart live or something. I don't know. I mean, this is kind of a lot. Okay, and we're doing this just for a chance that Pop Mart might have what I'm looking for or whatever. And we're also doing it for a chance to maybe pull one that I like out of the blind box. Like, it's just, there's layers to this.
Now, when it comes to lines, there are levels. I consider myself, in this case, to be in the top level, so that means whatever happens lower down, we have no clue. Until we heard it. Line cutters. Arguments broke out fast. The line cutters did not want to go back. And honestly, at that moment, I had no idea what was happening, but it felt like things were about to escalate.
I mean, what are we doing, guys? We got to get our heads out of our asses, please. This is nuts. Current time, 5:48 a.m.
Well, I literally can call security. I'll get the cops over here because y'all start getting wild. It's not but no, it's the principle. It's the
principle.
It's the respect of the line.
Yep.
That's just how it is. That's order, okay? Yep. Go to the back. Go to the back. Go to the back. Okay, come on. We've been here all night. All night.
I feel like I'm in somewhat of an online coliseum right now. These videos fascinate me.
All night. We've been here all night. No, there was no holding line. Yeah. It said no holding, no chair.
Everyone's got their phone out.
From this angle, I'm not able to see the line cutters, but there's plenty of videos out there. So they just didn't.
Look at the hold on. Hello Kitty blanket. Guys, did I not clock it? Did I not clock it? It's the same people that are sitting outside TJ Maxx. Same people. I'm not saying that this person's a reseller, but you know what I mean. We go from thing to thing to thing. Like whatever the next big thing is, it's a lot of the same people. And I have to question if it's really for the love of Labubu.
They want to listen, no matter how many times they were told to go back. And a lot of people had their phones out recording this part. So did the line cutters go back? No, they just stayed there. The thing is, there seems to be more than one line cutter, so it was hard to resolve. And you know what? Some even try to organize the line more by giving out numbers, but nobody was really listening. At this point, the sun was already rising and the tensions were high, and most of us couldn't really think straight from staying awake all night.
I just don't know if it's that serious.
And then Hope came. The manager arrived. She pulled up like a real hero, ready to rescue us from the battle zone. She was our ticket out of these freezing trenches.
Okay. Look, I think we need to draw the line at doing wartime references, okay, in reference to Labubus, you know, like we're in the freezing trenches. Like, think that things are going a little far. Okay, I think they're going a little far. Like, this is getting a little bit more serious than it needs to be.
And finally into the warm, safe mall.
Okay, this is how it's gonna work. People are fighting.
Thank you. Oh, God.
Hey, they did that.
You couldn't pay me enough.
So guys, eventually justice was served. The line cutters went to the back of the line.
Actually, that has nothing to do with me.
Get out of here. Out of here. Yeah, I mean, wow, that's a lot. Okay, this is another crazy one. So this is outside of, I'm assuming, Pop Mart Century City. A lot's going down in front of Century City Pop Mart. Okay, I don't know if there's like not a lot of locations of Pop Mart before. Like, I've never seen one personally. This was utter chaos. So the woman who's in white is, I'm assuming, like the store manager, and she deserves an award. The patience and professionalism that she exhibits in this moment, because I would not, if this was me, no. I'd be on the news for a much different reason. I can tell you that right now.
Blame it on her.
I don't want anyone trampled.
I try to protect a lot of people from getting trampled.
Well, I appreciate that, and I think
that's why I'm upset. Because at the end of the day, we're all adults and we shouldn't be acting like this.
you are absolutely correct.
They're talking about people getting trampled, like, because people are getting trampled over this stuff. Think about that. We don't even care about the safety and well-being of others at this point. We care about getting blind box collectible toys.
I would like to open the store at 10 a.m. and I need order. So
So either you guys help me create order, or we close it. And I don't want to close. So I can't. But right now, we're not going to sell big into energy today. But I still want to open the store at 10. Okay. But I just need a line for 10. Okay.
Nobody's
No, the line has been full. So if you guys maybe.
Here's what's crazy, okay? People are coming so early. Like, they are camping out so far in advance that the stores can't even put out like a rope or something to rope off where the line should be because people are there so early. So they just like come and congregate in front of the store. So there's absolutely no order. It's a whole mess. So like she basically came out here, you know, before the store is about to open, and it's already past the point of return where it's like, how can you even form a line at this point?
You guys can help me. Let's crowdsource. No. Let me share.
Been there for 2 hours in the line.
No. So let me share. I need. The mall asked us to line the queue in that corner where that guy is right there with the hat and the tree. I need to line it that way, and I need it to go around the inside that way, okay?
But they're not going to sell the big energy.
So it's this way? Big energy's not happening.
Okay, just for the stores.
Okay.
The line was over there, right? And that's what we had in the morning.
No.
And then you came out, I'm sorry, and you messed it up.
I didn't, no.
No, it was a line. We had a line.
And then you keep changing it.
The issue is that there was confusion about where the line, you guys stood the line. That's
I don't know how she's keeping her cool right here. Wow.
No. I'm sending it this side. So you were correct. You were correct. Okay, well, let's be kind to each other and let's watch our language.
We're messed up now.
I mean, if we have to say, let's be kind to each other and watch our language to an adult, we've got major problems, do we not? I mean, we have major problems. This is crazy. This is over a Labubu.
Because why?
We're swearing at people.
No.
You moved us when you're.
No, what I'm trying. You're not fighting. No,
That's the point. It was there, right?
Okay, I hear you.
It was there. Yes or no? It was there.
It was not where it needed to be. The line was not. No, the line. Okay, so see the intersection. No, I'm gonna show you. Want me to show you? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go walk to where it is to show you where the line is. That's wonderful. Let's go. Come on, let's go. I'll show you.
Okay, if you have a screenshot, then go where the line is in your screenshot.
I'll show you where the line is going to be. Ready? Come on, follow me.
She's gonna show us where the line was supposed to be.
It's nasty. See, this is where it goes way too far. I mean, obviously, a lot of it's already going way too far. The fighting, like we should never be fighting, okay, over these things. It should never come to a point where we're getting in verbal altercations or physical altercations or we're yelling at store managers over things. It's gone too far. Fighting over Labubu Court. I mean, we're pointing and we're yelling at people in the mall. Oh my God, holding on to my one Labubu for dear life after seeing Pop Mart is no longer selling them because people were getting into fights. You heard that right, y'all. Yes, according to BBC, just a recent article, Labubu fan fury after dolls are pulled from the stores. It says fans of viral Labubu dolls have reacted angrily online after its maker pulled the toys from all UK stores following reports of customers fighting over them. Yes, they're fighting over them. It was happening all in the UK as well. Same craziness. PopMart, which makes the monster bag charms, told the BBC it has paused selling them in all 16 of its shops until June to prevent any potential safety issues. First of all, I think this is the right call. I mean, unfortunately, like, it's so sad that it even comes to this, but this only adds to the scarcity of these items. And it's making things even worse because now it's so hard to get them. Now people are getting fed up. They're like, I'm just going to buy them from resellers, and things are ruined again. No longer can you just simply walk into a store and buy something like a normal person. You have to do all this other crazy stuff. So it's a disaster. So yes, with the scarcity of Labubus, they have become quite the coveted item, and people are willing to do anything to get them, including stealing. Okay, so it has become a very popular thing now where people will cut the Labubu off of the charm and steal it if they see it on your bag. They will break into your car. There's no limit to what people will do for these things. They're getting desperate. So little did she know her car would be broken into and her Labubus would get stolen. So you can't even have them sitting in your car anymore. Never leave a Labubu in your car. This is the Westfield Valley Fair Mall in San Jose, California. We lost our Labubu from the Seat series. They took everything out of the car and they smashed through the sunroof. Committing, what is it, a felony? Misdemeanor? Like committing crimes, full-on crimes for a $21 monster bag charm.
There's people out there who will use scissors to snip off the original loop and steal your Labubu. So this metal ball chain is an added layer of security. It's a good investment if you want to protect and also prevent your Labubu from getting dirty, especially if you have a secret like this one where the market value is about $300 to $400.
So now people are having to buy accessories to protect their Labubu so it doesn't get, you know, cut off their bag. Literally in chains, armor around it. Okay, they're having to protect the secret one because they retail for so much and they're so coveted that people will just yank them from your bag. I mean...
Okay, so this is how I keep my Labubu safe from the thieves. Do you see this? So what you want to do is twist it 3 times so that it's shorter and people can't snip it off. You take your...
This is the world we live in, folks.
The fabric loop, not through the keychain, because they can still take that off. And then you put it on your purse of choice. And then you take the keychain that comes on the Labubu and put that also on a strap.
I mean...
Like that.
What are we doing?
Third layer, this is optional. Get a little Bagoo backpack. I got this on sale at Urban Outfitters, and they fit Labubus perfectly. So then I clip this.
I mean, we shouldn't have to do this. Like, no one should have to do all of this.
This onto the carabiner. She's triple protected.
Triple protected.
And it'll be harder for thieves to steal her. Stay safe out there, guys.
Okay, let's try this again. So in my last video, I unboxed my very first Labubu ever, and I ended up getting the secret one.
It's good luck.
I can't put this on my bag because people will steal it, apparently. So I had to get another one.
See, this is crazy. The whole point is that you buy these things so you can wear them. Now people aren't even wearing them because they're gonna get stolen. You know, I just don't like the idea of like something that you like and that you bought sitting in your home not being used like on a dusty shelf because people can't act right.
So that I can have one to put on my bag, because that's the whole point.
Well, you probably saw this coming, but I think we need to talk about overconsumption. And this is kind of where I land with a lot of this stuff, okay? I think that collecting figures like Labubu can be a fun and meaningful hobby, right? Great way to express yourself. You can find a community of people. You can get a cute bag charm, make a fashion statement, whatever, right? No problem with that. But at the same time, it's important that we are mindful of how much we're consuming. You know, I think with like any collectible, overconsumption a lot of the time can lead to not only unnecessary waste, but I think that overconsumption also sort of overshadows the joy of collecting as well. Like kind of takes away the excitement when you have so many and you're just inundated with so many different things in your house, and you know that eventually just end up basically in a landfill or just sitting there. You know, they become kind of meaningless after a while because you just have so many. I say all of this with love, obviously. I think that it's important to talk about the overconsumption element of collecting Labubus because obviously Labubus is a good example of how things have gotten way out of control. I think it's just important that people find a good balance and just make intentional choices, right? That reflect your personal enjoyment, but also reflect sort of this broader idea that we're not contributing to wastefulness, right? So that's my position. Let's talk overconsumption, all right? We have people buying Labubus for their Labubus.
Next time you question your own sanity, remember that I got my Labubus their own Labubus. I'm gonna give her the purple backpack with the blue Labubu. Look at that. This is the best idea I've had so far.
Okay, so a lot of people doing this whole thing where they're buying Labubus for the Labubus. It's a lot. I mean, you know, it can be fun, but it also can be wasteful. A lot of it's like junky items.
Is it just me, or am I the only one buying a Labubu for my Labubu?
Why are my Labubus dressed better than me? I fear we may have let things get a little bit too far. Told myself this would never be me, but I did it. I bought clothes for my Labubus.
See, you even have people that are like self-aware about it, but they're like, look, this is getting out of control. I said I would never be here, but somehow I'm buying, you know, clothes for my keychains. I think we do need to kind of be like, wait a minute. Let's pull things back a little bit. We're buying clothes for a keychain. Yeah, I don't know.
And not just any clothes, designer clothes. I'm only gonna dress my children in the latest fashions. Why do they look so intimidating like that? I forgot I even ordered these. It took about like 2 weeks coming because I ordered them from AliExpress. Looks like it's gonna be nice quality. These little Gucci overalls, but wait, a little Gucci bucket hat that the ears can stick out of. What has this become for me? I knew this was going to be a problem. I had a feeling.
It's a problem.
Let me show you them all together. Prada
It
and Louis
is
Vuitton.
indeed.
And we got Gucci and Dior. Let me know if I should get more of these clothes because I feel like my other ones are left out.
That's the thing. It's like once you start buying clothes, it's over. You're so far deep in this. It's a slippery slope because it's like what he just said. Now I feel like I have to get clothes for all my other ones. And it's like, is there any end to this, right? You get one Labubu and then you have to get another one, right? And then you have to try to go for the secret. And then you have all these Labubus and then you have to get clothes for the Labubu. And then you've got to get a bag that matches the Labubu. Like, it gets out of control fast. Just be mindful. Look at this cute closet setup. So yeah, lots of clothes, lots of clothes. Pick out an outfit, final look. I mean, lots of logos. But these are not cheap either. Like, I need to stress this too. These little clothes, they're not cheap. Okay, like this stuff can really add up too. I mean, some of these clothes are more expensive than Labubu itself. So like these little bags, for example, $12.50 just for a tiny little Labubu bag. I mean, that's not cheap. That's not cheap because you're also buying like, you know, shorts, outfit, sunglasses, you know, shoes. Like at what point does it stop, right? At what point does it stop? So I saw this comment. The fact that this doll's outfit was $60. $60 somebody spent on an outfit for a Labubu. And obviously people can spend their money however they want. I'm just saying that from an outsider perspective, it looks like things are getting out of hand. And she commented back, it's an investment. And then somebody said, where did you get the little outfit? And she commented back, AliExpress. And she said, I added the link to my bio link. You know, the link stuff, it's like really now we're selling Labubu clothes with affiliate links or like linking in bio. Like what are we doing? But this is where things get really out of hand. All right. So somebody bought custom fake nails, acrylic nails for their Labubu. I mean, Labubu makeover. So now we're putting fake lashes on the Labubu and dressing it up in designer clothes. It's gone too far, people. Okay, it's gone too far. People buying car seats for the Labubu and little drinks. So this one's like a barista or something like that. I really don't know. But, you know, it's like, what? My latest AliExpress finds, people are buying scooters. You know, once again, if this is fun for you and you have like one Labubu and you buy clothes for it, whatever, I guess. But what I'm seeing online is not people that just have one. Okay, and I think you're probably pretty deep in there if you're buying fake nails for Labubu.
I'm a Labubu hater on a mission to buy new purses for her new Labubus. Now, before you come for me, I was actually really scared of them, but anytime there would be an unboxing on TikTok, I'd sit through the whole thing. Either or I was fascinated with them, so I had to buy one. And then Pop Mart saw my TikToks, and they sent me some, and now the addiction is really happening.
The addiction, okay? Look, people, it is an addiction for many. A true bona fide addiction.
Today I went to the mall with a mission. I need to get bags that match my Labubus. Come for me all you want, but I really love the monochromatic vibe.
Bags.
I literally brought my Labubus with me so I could hold them up next to the purses and make sure they matched the way I wanted. Since
I mean, we're going out and buying bags, like stuff that we do not need in order to match these things. What? Multiple bags and just bringing the Labubus and be like, I need to match this perfectly. And I'm buying it for only this reason, not because like, you know, I've always wanted this bag and I've thought about it for a really long time and, you know, it's something that I really like. It's like, no, because it matches my Labubu.
Some of you guys are going to come for me, like, why get a bag to match your Labubus? Well, here's the thing. I've been leaning towards vibrant colors this summer anyway, and I know I want some vibrant designer bags, so I might as well start my summer bag collection with the colors of my Labubus. Stay tuned to see what I got.
Influencers will rationalize any and everything, if I've learned anything on this internet. So then you have influencers like this who are basically like perpetuating this, having a huge, massive collection. So it says, POV, you said you'd only buy one Labubu.
Okay, I'm just gonna get one, all right? It's just one, all right? How bad could one be? It's not that expensive. It's not...
This is literally the soundbite of overconsumption, by the way. The soundbite.
Well, I mean, I have to get it a friend, right? I mean, who's he gonna talk to? He's gonna get bored. And you know, what if they get sick of each other? You know, they need a third
this is
guy.
how people really, like, they rationalize it. They're like, okay, these keychains need a friend. And these keychains need clothes. And these keychains need fake lashes. And these keychains need a bag. Like, I need to go out and buy a bag that matches exactly the color of my Labubu's Labubu.
Honestly, I have 3. I might as well get the whole set, you know? I mean, like, why not? I mean, just complete it. I mean, and you know, they released a few more. You might as well.
It's just a lot. Do you have hobbies? And she's showing the biggest key ring. See, when I see this, I think I would really love to check in with these people in 2 years. 2 years. I would love to check in and see if they still have Labubus on their bags, because I think for most people, they will not. A lot of people do collect these things as a genuine hobby, and they genuinely love Labubus and things like that. But I fear, okay, that a lot of people are only collecting this because it's the trendy item right now. And, you know, they're going to move on to the next thing before we know it. Once this trend dies down, these will all be in the ocean. Yep, 4,000 likes. Buying stuff isn't a hobby. Crazy how much people, adults, wanting these so bad spend so much for one. Like, why? Overconsumption final boss. Yeah, this may be. In 3 years, oh my God, I can't believe you guys let me walk around like that. Dang, leave some for the kids. Following trends is your hobby, question mark. Buying things is not a hobby. This hobby is called blind consumerism. Yeah, so these are just gonna end up in a wasteland and outlive all of us. Yeah, taking my Labubu off my bag because y'all ruined it. So an important part of this discussion is that people are gonna move on. Okay, we've seen this time and time again. We've seen it with Beanie Babies, Furbies, Squishmallows, Sunny Angels, now Labubu. I mean, you name it. I'm sure there's many more, right? We've seen this so much where people are interested in this stuff for a limited time, and then the second that it's not popular anymore, they're out. Okay, and they're left with all of this stuff that they have no idea what to do with, and it has no value. I think that people need to understand that the exclusivity around these things is temporary, and that is ultimately what is so interesting and valuable about them right now, okay? But once again, it is limited, right? Eventually, it will get to a point where everyone who wanted a Labubu will get their hands on Labubu at some point, okay? Celebrities are not going to be interested in anymore because too many people have it. The exclusivity about it is the most attractive thing right now for it, and it's gross, but once everybody has them, it's not cool anymore. And then they're on to the next thing. So I think that this is an inevitable truth about a lot of these collectibles, and it's important that people collect things that they actually really love, and they feel like, okay, I can see this lasting a long time for me, right? You know, I just don't know that these will stand the test of time. Once again, I would love to check back in with people in 2 years and see if Labubus are still going strong, because something tells me they won't. I will say though, you still have people who will never buy Labubus, and they have a reason for that.
Those little Labubu, the freaks are so freaking scary. Why are we at a point in our culture to where like little demon character dolls are trendy, and you're putting them on a Mew Mew bag or on a Dior satchel, and this thing is like, this thing is so scary, and it's grown women putting this on their satchels. Like, you're carrying a demon with you. Like, this thing is scary.
I think she genuinely believes that these are demonic.
And I was like, oh my gosh, like, this charm on your bag is so cute. And she flips the mug around, it's like, and I'm like, I take it back. Like, this thing is scary. Like, why do you have it on your bag? And then ever since that encounter, I've been seeing these little Labubus everywhere. The little Labubu needs to go, because this is so, I'm like, where have we gotten when it comes to like fashion? The Sunny Angels, I could have kind of gotten, because they cute little babies with the little hats and stuff, sure. The Labubus, like, we're normalizing demons as decor and as fashion statements. I was like, these things literally look demonic.
Have you guys ever seen that Monster video of the lady that she's like doing a demonstration of why Monster energy drinks are demonic? And she goes, bottoms up, and the devil laughs. And this video is giving me a similar vibe, okay? Like I said, I'm a fellow collector. I do come from a place truly of no judgment with the Labubus, I do. My problem only lies with people acting insane in public, but some people are concerned about demons.
And we're putting them on cute little bags, like, what are we doing? And we're grown women. I don't know. I don't get it. If you get it and that's your thing, that could be your thing. But as a God-fearing woman, I refuse to pin a demon to my bag. What are we talking about?
No, because I gave my niece 3 Labubus, and she has those like actually set up like that, and today she found out that hers moved like that. I don't know what to say, guys, but that's real. I feel like that post is real.
We're losing it. We're now thinking that they're moving themselves like Toy Story. Okay,
guys, just be careful with your Labubus. They are demonic, I think.
Labubus are demonic. Okay, so someone's brought them. They're in the pew, seated, and they are at the church. They say, not mine, they're blessed. Well, it's officially that time for me to put on my tinfoil hat because I have a conspiracy of my own. And I may look insane for saying this, but I don't think so. I think a lot of people might agree with me because if you have looked into Labubus, if you are a TikTok user, then you will know that Labubus are everywhere, right? And if you even so much as search up a Labubu or interact with a Labubu post on TikTok or something like that, all of a sudden it's like your whole entire page is inundated with Labubu stuff. I have personally never seen it like this. I've been on TikTok for a very long time, okay? I'm on there a lot. I have never seen anything like this where I am being fed Labubu's content constantly, okay? And all I did was interact with it in a very casual way. And it's like, I can't get it off my page. Okay, and I've never seen this before. So the other thing that I've never really seen before is the amount of people who went from being previously disinterested or completely apathetic, or even sometimes sort of scared of Labubus or thinking that they're totally ugly and like totally turned off by them. In a matter of days, it's like they have gone from apathy to full-blown, I have to get my hands on Labubu or I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's like a full addiction within the span of a couple days. It's weird. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Never. You have no idea how many videos I've seen just like this one.
The I hate Labubus to I need one right now pipeline needs to be studied because a week ago I was the biggest hater there was. I was, oh, this is peak consumerism, which it still is. Or, oh, they're so ugly. Why are people buying these? This is so stupid. To, if I don't have one right now, I do not know what I'm going to do. I bought an expensive Coach wallet so I just would have something to put my Labubu on. Mind you, I don't even have the damn Labubu yet. I don't even have one ordered, but I bought a wallet for it.
See?
Yeah. Okay.
Buying a wallet before we even own a Labubu. What's happening? Okay, what is happening? You are under spells, people. This is what's going on.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but you do not need a Labubu. Okay, where do I get them even?
Couple days later.
I don't want it. I'm just asking, like, if you were to buy one, where would you get that? Like,
things are bad. The Labubus have gotten to me. I want a Labubu so badly. It's kind of happened out of nowhere. You asked me on Monday how I felt about them. I would have told you I don't care, don't want it. I felt nothing. Now it's Thursday and something happened. Like, I don't know, I'm bewitched. Like, do the Labubus have magic? The only Pop Mart close to me.
They may be demonic. It's dark magic.
Is a kiosk in the mall. Do I go? And I just want one. I really want the Big Into Energy series. So I A, go check the kiosk, or B, go ahead and buy one on like StockX or eBay. I feel crazy.
How did it get like this? I didn't care about them until now. I'm gonna buy them resale off StockX. I've spent 3 hours in a Pop Mart live every night for Labubu. Finally got it in my cart and they only sold one. I believe that TikTok and other companies are absolutely incentivized for you to be obsessed with these things, okay? They are incentivized. I have never in my life experienced something like this where I have been fed Labubu content for casually interacting with Labubus. It's constant now. And I think that's why a lot of people who are, especially TikTok users, have gone from I don't need these things, to all of a sudden, I have to have one, okay? Because there are, people out there, right, that majorly profit from people being as addicted and obsessed as people are, right? And TikTok especially definitely profits from all of these people who are spending 3+ hours in TikTok lives waiting for Labubus to come back into stock, okay? Waiting to just get one, okay? You're buying through the TikTok shop. A lot of times I'm seeing people say, hey, make sure you have your credit card info already auto-generated in there so you can quickly check out. It's this whole thing of pushing people to make these, quick purchases, right? And buying the accessories through the TikTok shop, consuming the TikTok content constantly, buying accessories off of all these other websites and things. Like, there are so many people who I think are influencing this unprecedented craze with these bag charms, okay? Unprecedented. I've never seen this. So that is my conspiracy. We are being pushed this stuff. We have to be vigilant, and it's my own theory, it's my own opinions, but you know, a lot of this behavior is not normal. And I don't think it's healthy that anybody is this attached to really anything, you know? Like I've said many times throughout this video, collecting things is a fun hobby, right? But it does get to a point eventually where people ruin it for other people. Resellers, people that are fighting, people that just can't act right, people that are being verbally nasty, you know, to the point where these things are getting pulled from the stores. I mean, this is insane. Buying up all of the inventory of them, the scarcity, the blind boxes. Like at the end of the day, it's like none of this stuff is anything that we need. It might be fun to have, but when it gets to the point of where we're not being courteous to other people, we're not being good community members, we're not being respectful towards other people, it's a problem. So anyway, that is the official Labubu deep dive. Let me know what you thought about this video. If you want to see more videos like this, then please subscribe. Leave a like down below. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Do you know you have 30 minutes? Are you kidding me? 30, yes.
Ah!